I'm Professor Pamela Kearns. I'm Chair of Clinical Paediatric Oncology at the University of Birmingham and Director of the Institute of Cancer and Genomic Sciences and Director of the Cancer Research UK Clinical Trials Unit. It remains incredibly important for us to do more research into childhood cancers. There are two reasons for this. One is that in spite of the fact that 80% of children are cured from cancer with our current treatments, over 2/3 of them go on to have long life-changing side effects as a result of the chemotherapy that we give or the radiotherapy that we give as standard treatment. And many of those standard treatments have not changed for decades. And so we really need new treatments that are both more effective, so more children can be cured, but also have better side effect profiles, so these children can go on to live long, normal lives without the burden of the consequences of the treatment that we gave them when they were younger. The Cancer Research UK Clinical Trials Unit has just completed recruitment to a trial called Beacon. And Beacon is a trial for children who've got a type of cancer called neuroblastoma. And the types of children that are eligible for the trial are the children who have gone through treatment for the first diagnosis and have either not responded to first-line treatment or the disease has come back later. And the problem with both those circumstances is that we don't have good standard treatments to get those children back into remission. So we designed the Beacon trial as what's called a platform trial, where we investigated a number of different treatment options. The children would enter the trial and then be randomized to receive one of a number of different options, so we could work out fairly rapidly which would be the best treatment to take forward to test its efficacy in the future. We're now working on Beacon 2, and Beacon 2, we want to take the best care from Beacon 1, but also look at even more new innovations. We are exploring with the neuroblastoma biologists and the pharmaceutical industry to identify targeted agents that we can bring in to add to the best treatment in Beacon 1 and try and find novel ways to extend the trial in Beacon 2. If we were fortunate enough to get further investment into the childhood cancer research here in the University of Birmingham, there are a number of innovations that we'd like to develop. First of all, we have clinical trials that are really sitting in the pipeline, ready to be developed, but we don't have the funding to support the trials team within the unit to move forward. We need to be able to fund these statisticians and trial experts to be able to develop and deliver those trials. We also have work that's ongoing in the laboratories. So we collect clinical samples, that's bits of tumour that our colleagues in the laboratories are developing to really link what we do in the clinical trials in terms of the identifying which children's tumours respond well to treatment and which ones don't. And we need the staff in the laboratories to be able to undertake those research. So PhD studentships, for example, would be really valuable. So not only can we do the research, but at the same time train the next generation of scientists with an interest in this area. We need to develop new treatments for children with cancer. We need to make sure that every child diagnosed with cancer has the chance of being cured and being cured with less side effects, so they go on to do everything in their life that they hope to do.